All right, that's it. You're getting a smudge. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Because we're going to need this for Thanksgiving Day. Because although it is about family and friends, or even solitude. Solitude works for me. But even though it is about those things, it can be very stressful. Deep breath in and out. Okay, I'm not going to go through all the stuff today because it's Thanksgiving Day, but I'm going to give thanks in a minute to you guys. Gobble till you wobble, you guys. Gobble till you wobble. I expect you to be in physical pain when you get done eating. Entertainment purposes only. And before we get to it, and yes, I had to write down my thank yous because there's a lot of them. So, a thank you and a shout out to all community members for supporting the channel through super thanks, comments, thumbs up, showing up to the lives, paid memberships, video views, private readings, and a special shout out to those who have gifted readings to other people. And you can still do that. And for the two of you that gifted readings, we're on track with that. But because of the week is so busy, we're probably going to do those readings for these people next week when we can take a deep breath. We got a couple of weeks maybe to take a deep breath, depending on how big you do Christmas. I've had my Christmas lights up since I don't know, 2 weeks. I just put some lights in my window. I got the coolest tree from Temu, right? So you get the long rod, right? And it's got the little tree holder stand thing on the bottom. And the tree that it's made out of garland, and it's wrapped really well. And it comes smooshed down, and you drape it, the tip of it, put the tip of it on the tip of the rod, and it just boom, falls right down, and it's a tree, and it's purple, of course. And it's got blinky lights, and I put on a blinky star. I'm having all the fun. Having all the fun. There's lights in every window. There's tea lights in the bathroom window. I'm having all the fun. Got most of my Christmas shopping done. It's a beautiful thing, people. So again, thank you. I know I got off track. Go figure. Again, thank you to everyone for being an active member, whether even if you're just watching the videos and you're not responding in any way, it's appreciated. Thank you so much. And a reminder, in case you didn't see the short, a lot of people are losing subscribers again. Okay. So just make sure you're subscribed, please, and make sure that you tap that twice, that subscribe button twice. Once for the subscribe and once for the tap on all. That'll let you figure out how you want your notifications. But if you do all, then you'll get the notifications. Maybe. Well, you get more than if you didn't. All right, what are we reading on today? I had to use my pendulum to get a response on what deck to use, because that divining rod was just going and going. Spirit team, the ghosties and the other spirits were like, hey, how you doing? We're over here. I don't want to talk right now. I don't have time for this. Because when I'm done with this, I'm going to start them taters and make whipped taters. Okay. The Pastoral Tales Tarot. And it doesn't mean past as in a pastor or a pastor. It means pastoral, like pastures. It's pretty. All right, you guys. Oh, what are we reading on? Oh. So I don't like to focus on him out. I like to focus on her in, but this reading is going to be about what's it going to take to get him out and her in. So for those of you who aren't with the school of thought that my spirit team keeps telling us, where he's unfunctional. Making up my own words again. Unfunctional. Okay? We'll just talk about him like he's in the present tense, okay? It's a compromise. All right? Because I'm not going back on what my spirit team has said for the past every time we channel for the past 4 months. Okay? You don't get a trickster every time you channel. And if I had a trickster, I would know. Just saying. All right. Quit your complaining, Shelley. Here we go. All right. What's it going to take to get it out and her in? Them out and her in. Oh, it's upside down. Am I upside? No, just that one. A couple. Well, I'm not doing upside downies today. Oh, Queen of Cups. Let me see that picture. So the Queen of Cups is, okay. So this is going to be, now generally this would be about, Queen of Cups would be the most nurturing, the most compassionate. So I'm getting a couple of messages here. One is for us to be more compassionate towards people we don't like. And also that, and where does the compassion, see, I'm hearing also the compassion of, or compassion towards, okay, thank you. Sorry about that. So this is going to sound very strange, but what I just heard was certain groups, such as farmers, right? Such as farmers, are going to need people to become more compassionate towards their plight. And we're beyond the, well, you voted for, okay. Okay. That's over now. Let's move on. Okay. The people who have gone hungry because of this regime, they didn't do anything. So they're going to need Congress, DOJ, SCOTUS. They're going to need them to be more compassionate towards them. Okay? And not to mention the people who were deeply affected by USAID being removed. All right, and then we have the Seven of Cups. So many choices, so this compassion has to come from different places. As Spirit Team just said. Many choices. Now when you see the snake, right? When you see the snake, people think, oh, slithery and slick, but that's not what the snake means in this card. The snake actually talks about transformation. Eight of Pentacles. So it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time for people to become compassionate of others. Isn't that it? At the end of the day, isn't that what is lacking here? Is compassion for others. Seven of Swords. Okay, so I watched a part of a video today and I couldn't finish it because honestly it pissed me off. Okay, and not because I wasn't hearing what I wanted to hear. There was a certain element to the video that of the person themselves that I wasn't really enthused with. I'm not good with arrogance. And so I put that to the side for a minute and I listened to what they had to say, and they said, well, the alleged contest pilferage isn't going to come out because we'll be too vulnerable and people will lose faith. Hello, I'm sorry, excuse me? Aren't we there? Haven't we already lost faith? Not all of us. Us guys, we have faith most of the time. But the rest of the country isn't spiritually aware either. The rest of the country isn't watching political tarot readings. They're just kind of going with the flow, you know? Doesn't mean that they're not spiritual people. Because everyone's a spiritual person in the aspect of we're energy, right? A spirit inside of a body, right? But everybody isn't privy to the information that we're getting. And I think that's part of the reason why this moves so slowly. It's one of the reasons, one of many. But yeah, I had to stop watching that video because I was like, okay. I was like, okay, if you say so. I want to hear the truth, whether I like it or not, because I can process the truth. But that was an opinion, and I don't have to agree with it. Three of Swords. Heartbreak, betrayal. That's once enough people get their hearts broken, once enough people realize they've been betrayed, things will start to change a little more quickly. Then we have the Devil card. So we have one aspect, so it's showing twins in the foreground and the Devil in the background. So the twins, I feel like, is different aspects of ourselves. We have, you know, the devil on one side, the angel on the other, that type of thing. So the devil says, eat that apple. Eat, and I'm not with that story of Adam and Eve. I just can't wrap my head around that one. Sounds like BS to me. But, I mean, that's my opinion. But here's the other person that we are, saying, no, I'm just going to sit here and look at them. Yeah, they look great. They look delicious. But maybe I should just take the hard road in not partake of the apples. Because, I mean, even in the Bible, Eve was warned, if you eat from that apple, this certain thing is going to happen. Five of Pentacles. They will be gone and she will be there when enough people feel like they've been left out in the cold. And as we always say, if it's affecting somebody's money, that's when they that's when they start to wake up. Not sort of. People wake up. They come to when their money's being messed with. All right, then we have the Three of Cups. It's an emotional celebration. Two of Wands, making a choice, making choices, thinking about the future. This one would be first. Okay, the Hierophant. This one's got Moses. Is he parting the sea? Yep, Moses parting the sea. So the Hierophant can walk one foot in front of the other, just like everybody else. One step at a time. That's how everything ever has worked. One step at a time. Don't get from point A to point Z in 20 minutes. And if we did, we'd all be in trouble. Okay, Two of Swords. Enough people removing the blindfold and seeing what's really going on. Page of Swords. Message bringing truth. See, this money thing, and again, understand, I don't wish anything bad or awful on anybody. I mean, regardless of who they are. Okay, I can talk a lot of trash, but I would never purposely do something to somebody or try to cause something that would cause another person harm. Okay, not on purpose. And it's my job to be conscious of my thoughts, right? And it's my job to be conscious of the words that come out of my mouth, because words have power. You can literally speak something into existence, and we've seen proof of that over and over. So, anywho, this is why the Hierophant came up. They're talking about that step-by-step process, and then people taking off the blindfold and seeing what's really going on. Swords, truth, clarity, Page of Swords, messages coming through. Only when these two things happen will people really start to hear the messages that are being given about what the truth really is. And this is more a readiness card. People consciously or unconsciously becoming ready to hear the truth. Four of Swords, rest. Yeah, we all need a break. And the Chariot. I mean, things are moving along much quicker, much more quickly right now, but they could move even more quickly. So once people really see the truth of what's going on, that's when things will change more rapidly. All right, you guys. You have a fabulous day of giving thanks. Much love, many blessings. I'll see you in the funny papers tomorrow, okay? You may not see my mug. I don't know what I'm going to be up to. I may not be physically able to go through the whole spiel with the face and the eyelashes and the stuff. I don't know yet. I'm not there. But I'm going to go see my noodle, and I'm going to make smashed potatoes, or whipped potatoes this time. I love whipped potatoes, dude. So I'm going to make that to bring. And I'm going to go play with my little noodle. My girl. All right, later, taters.